Thank you, Zoom, for everybody getting the behind the scenes look. Now it's time to go live. What is up, online nutrition coach community? Sorry we're a little bit late. Every single technological issue in the book was thrown at us this morning, which means we are in store for a really good stream here. So today, Kate and I are going to be wrapping up this challenge. Now, over the course of the last 4 days, we've helped show you one of our best strategies for generating leads, whether or not you have a social media audience. And today we're going to help you tie it all together. We're going to show you how to translate what you learned, and we're going to show you what it takes and how you can start earning a full-time income working part-time hours as an online health or nutrition coach. So without further ado, we are going to dive in and we're going to get into the presentation. Who's excited? Has anybody got a client yet? Let's get a little check-in here.
Ooh.
Really nice. Nice to hear. So let's get a quick check-in. Let me just make sure the stream's live. Can you hear us?
Mm-hmm.
How we going? Cool. Well, anyways, like I said, today, day 5. Last day of the challenge. And we're going to be showing you how to earn that full-time income working part-time hours in 1 year or less. And we're also going to be drawing the grand prize. So one of you is going to be winning big today. And we're so excited to figure out which one of you is going to be our next VIP nutrition coach. Nest is appropriate because Kate's kind of a mama bird.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Awesome. So today, with what we're going to teach you, it's time to dust off that quit letter that you wrote on day 1, because we're going to show you how to get out of that job if you're in it. We're going to show you how to earn enough income that your spouse can retire. And that way, your passion can become your full-time thing. It can support you, it can support your family, it can support your dreams. We're really excited about this. And it's, for some of you, that's as far as you're going to want to go. But some of you might want to scale your business to the moon and do it in just 30 hours per week or less, because that's about how much Kate and I work. And that's about how much some of our VIP coaches earning multiple 6 figures are working at this point. There's a lot of freedom that comes from scaling your business. And obviously stick around till the end today, because we will have the grand prize drawing at the end. One of you is going to win big, and we've got a special bonus for the rest of you. So everyone wins today. We've got a few other things we're going to do to support you on the back end of this challenge. And so today, really important. If you actually want to be earning a full-time income from your nutrition coaching, I'm sure grandma would be really, really happy that you're pursuing your dream. So if she's sending you text messages right now, just, it's okay to leave her on unread. It's okay to put your phone on do not disturb. Just maybe put it out of the room if you need to, because we're going to be going over some really important stuff and some really experiential stuff today as well. So you're going to want to have your full attention. If you're driving, maybe pull over. Give it your attention. All right. This is important stuff. So we introduced ourselves on day 1. But the thing is, both Kate and I, we've gone from side hustle to 6 figures in our life. But I always say Kate did it as a mom. So she gets the extra gold star. I did it just as like a 24-year-old, no responsibilities in the world, just, sharing a room with someone barely had rent. And both of us have built and scaled multiple 6-figure health coaching businesses combined between the two of us. We built this 7-figure coaching business together. It took us 1 year to get there. And both of us work less than 30 hours per week on this business. And we've helped 50 coaches replace their income and quit their jobs in 2020. And so we say this to say, listen, what we're telling you here isn't just theory. Like, this is stuff that Kate and I have actually experienced. These are things that Kate and I have actually had to do on this path. And we're not just business coaches, but we've been there. We've been there in the health coaching world. We've had our success and we've helped others do the same. And so what we're going to be teaching you today is based off of that. It's not just theory. It's not just something that we read in a book and now we're telling you. It's something that we know works and has worked over and over and over again. But the problem is, we see so many coaches trying to build that full-time income the hard way before they start working with us, before they come into this world. And what ends up happening is it's like you spend every spare moment on your business. You miss out on that family time. You miss out on time with friends. Like when I was first really hustling, side hustling, my life was work, and more work. and I would eat while I was working. Like I would have my phone in the bathroom with me. It was like life was work. I couldn't get a break. But it doesn't have to be that way, but that's the hard way. And I know a lot of you are doing it tough like that. Some of you are posting 3 times a day and hoping people contact you. Some of you might be running ads, might be spending a whole bunch of time on your website, hoping that as soon as it launches, people are just going to stumble upon it, or Google is going to just bestow upon you heaps of traffic because you put one keyword in a blog, like, designing business cards and flyers and just hoping someone responds to them. And I think one of the worst things that you can do, like if you really want to have it hard, like charge $100 a month per client. If you really want to have it hard, like that's one of the best ways to do it. And one of the best ways to get frustrated is to always be putting up posts like, oh, I opened up 3 spots for clients, like only 3 available, but everyone knows that you don't have clients and that, you don't actually have that scarcity to it. And nobody responds. The posts get ignored every time. Like that's the hard path. I can speak about it like that because I've done all those things.
Yeah.
I've failed in all those ways. It doesn't feel good. And I don't know, I'd be interested to hear from you if you're willing to be vulnerable and put it out there. Like, have you been doing it hard? What has the hard way looked like for you? What have been things where you're like, oh, I keep doing this and it's just not getting me any results. But, that's the hard way. And we're not here to teach you the hard way, but we are here to show you what the hard way looks like so that you don't do it. Mm-hmm. And the other version of the hard way, you might remember this chart from day one. The hard way to build a business is to only focus on the online marketing. Because the thing is, if you ignore your personal network, you probably just saw how much power is in your personal network. If you just focused on like going from 0 to 1,000 Instagram followers, or you just focused on like the really slow burn online marketing only, and you never got that momentum from your personal network, that's the hard road. And the thing is here, the online marketing, this inflection point, this big uptick is not guaranteed. Just because you spend a lot of time on online marketing doesn't mean that you get an uptick. You actually have to do the right things to get here. You actually, through this period, through this slog, you have to be practicing and getting better and being intentional about what you're doing in order to eventually hit this inflection point where things really take off. And so the hard way would be thinking that, if I just keep putting time in, if I keep just, doing things and putting time in, it's eventually going to work without really having a plan and a strategy to get better while ignoring your personal network. But honestly, there's an easier way to do these things. And, if you want the easy way, that's what Kate and I are here to tell you about today. And really the easy way, Kate is like, the master of this. It's like making the most out of every minute you spend on your business until you can quit. Because the thing is, right now, if you're working another job, or if you're spending a lot of time with your kids and you're a mom, it's like you've got something else that's taking a huge chunk of your time. And so if you've only got 10 hours, 20 hours, whatever it happens to be every single week to work on your business, you don't really have the luxury of doing things that aren't going to work. You don't really have the luxury of, testing things and seeing what works. Because the thing is, if you're not making the most out of every minute, if you're not doing the things that are actually going to move the needle for your business, you're never going to get the momentum. And so I love how Kate, you'll like set a 90-minute time block and be like, how much can I do? But the thing is, Kate knows what to do. Like she knows what to do in that 90-minute time block. So when she does it, it's like that 90 minutes is as effective as some people's entire work week. And today, what we'll be teaching you, the easy way, allows you to create life-changing income, even at just 1 new client per month. Yeah. And, we want to show you how to create a business where people also reach out to you instead of you constantly chasing, because we see a lot of coaches getting into that habit of chasing clients and they really just end up chasing their tails. And lastly, we really want to show you it doesn't take that much time to build a really successful business. You've got to put effort in. You've got to put time. You've got to put energy. It's not easy by any means. But the thing is, once you get the momentum, once you put that big push in, once you figure out what works for your business and things are working, it becomes really easy. At the peak of Beyond Macros, when we were focusing on nutrition coaching individual clients, I was actually only working 4 hours per week on the business. And I was earning a 6-figure personal income because I had created the systems and I had trained the people on the systems. I had built a team that could execute the systems. And for me, with 4 hours per week, I could be insanely effective. I got a lot of leverage in that time. And that's because I put the energy in and the effort in up front. I learned what worked, and then I was able to replicate it. So we're going to show you a lot about the easy path. But we do want to acknowledge over the last 4 days, what we've done is we've helped you with a system to enroll clients and collect testimonials, and it was pretty simple, wasn't it? Like it wasn't crazy. We didn't ask you to do anything that involved setting up software, running an ad, like anything like that.
Right.
But it was super effective. We were looking at the homework and it's like, we're seeing people who are like, yeah, I had, 10 calls I booked, 3, 4, 5. Even if you got one call booked in, that's one more call than you had before. This is effective. And the other thing is, we're so proud of you. Like everybody that booked a call, you probably had to do something that felt a little bit uncomfortable. And we're really proud of you for stepping up for yourself, for your family, for your business like that. So over the last 4 days, we've gone over, you created your hot list. Some of you had huge hot lists. You'll probably still be contacting them even after the challenge is over. We taught you how to contact them, taught you how to make that free offer in exchange for a testimonial. And we showed you how to ask for the testimonial and also invite them to a sales conversation from the free call if it's the right fit. So you've got everything you need right now, and you will enroll 5 or more clients with this. But the thing is, like, how do you translate this into a career? And that's what we're here to talk about today. What we taught you was that one piece of the puzzle, lead generation from your personal network, one very important piece of the puzzle. But the thing is, there's a bunch of other puzzle pieces to put in place. So we want to make you aware of these puzzle pieces so that, like I said, you can be surgically precise with your time in your business. You know what pieces need to fit together and what you need to do. And Kate's going to take a second to talk about one of the amazing coaches that we have in VIP mentorship program who was able to make this nutrition coaching business into a full-time income while working part-time hours.
Yes. And you see me post about her if you've been a part of the online nutrition coach community. This is Mary. Mary is so fantastic. She has an amazing offer. And what she's done with that offer, once we've created it, she went back out and she sold it. Something that I haven't shared and didn't put on here, that it was that in her first 10 days, Mary made over $10,000 in her nutrition coaching business. She went out, we created her offer. She contacted her market research people. She got it sold. Her market research people were her current network. That's exactly who she was talking to. Her VIP experience is amazing. Her clients love her. They are getting amazing results. They're referring her out and they're saying, how can we create more Marys in the world? The world needs more Marys. What a great compliment to receive. She consistently is hitting those 5-figure plus earning months in her coaching business, and she's working under 30 hours per week. This is a picture of her being that life. That is her slogan. That's her company, Be That Life. She's doing that. She's being that life. She is on this boat. She lives in Dubai. She's having an amazing time. So her wall is covered in pictures of her being out skateboarding, at the gym, at the golf course, having so much fun, because that's what she prioritizes. She has, her own personal values and delivering her VIP client experience. And the two mesh really well together without it taking up more than 30 hours a week of serving her clients and giving them that VIP experience.
Mm-hmm. So who wants to be like Mary and be living that life like Mary? Because yeah, she's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. I knew it too. It was one of those things where before she signed up, I told her, I was like, listen, I think you're going to break all the records that we have in terms of clients enrolled and all this. And she's like, oh, you really think so? And recently she reached out and she was like, you told me so.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And now she's going to be scaling. She just got an amazing opportunity, local opportunity with a doctor who's going to refer all of his patients to her before they opt for bariatric surgery. And now she's looking to scale. She's going to be adding members to her team so that she can continue to grow her business, scale her business without working more hours. Yeah, I mean, how incredible.
Yeah, what a legend. Mary, if you're watching, high five. Awesome. So we teed it up. What we're going to teach you now is 3 secrets to earning that full-time income working part-time hours. These are really, really important concepts to understand and to internalize. So take notes if you need to. We're going to go through a little experiential portion as well. So again, if you're driving or anything like that, you might want to sit down for it. This is going to be a game changer for you. So the thing is, we want to be showing you about this because the thing is, your business income is actually better than a job income. We want to encourage you to think about this. This can be a career for you. It's a career for a lot of coaches, and it's more secure as a career, at least for me, at least for Kate, at least for a lot of the people we work with, than their jobs were. And the thing is, we were running this program during the COVID layoffs, and the coaches we mentored, a fair few of them lost their 9-to-5. Not because they were underperforming, not because, they weren't educated or anything like that. They were great at what they did in their jobs, but just, unforeseen circumstances, boom, laid off. Now, those coaches were in the VIP mentorship program, and they just doubled down on their business. They just, took it as an opportunity. Wow, I just had 40 hours per week that freed up, and now I can focus on my business. So once those hours freed up, those same coaches averaged 4 high ticket client enrollments that month. The same month they got laid off, 4 new, and that's average. Some had more. I think one of them had 11 that month. So that's an average of 1 new client per week at high ticket VIP pricing. And those coaches did not have to go back to their job. The layoff was a blessing in disguise. And the thing is, with a job, it's like you're hustling and hoping you get noticed for a raise, and maybe you have to give a gentle, nudge every now and then. But with, your own coaching business, it's like you control when you get a raise. And the other thing that's kind of cool too, that I don't talk about here, is you also control how much time you want to work. Like every time that you hire someone, you're actually investing in buying back your time. Every time you invest in money into getting back your time, like that's a worthy sacrifice. And the thing with a coaching business, it's like you can get leverage so that every hour you work is equivalent to 5 hours. So you're pretty much 5xing your hourly income. Whereas at your job, it's like you are making 5 times what you're being paid for the business. And, that's a reasonable trade-off. The business is taking most of the risk, but that's how you have to think about this. And so the reason that I was able to work 4 hours per week at Beyond Macros is because I had people in place who I just put energy into them, and then they were able to then go and be effective. So I didn't really have to work that much. I put the right people in place. So your business income can be a lot more secure than your job income. But in order for you to get to the point where your business income is more secure than your job income, that's where you really need to understand these 3 secrets. And those 3 secrets are: 1, you got to act as if you're already that coach who earns a full-time income working part-time hours. Secret number 2 is that a VIP client experience doesn't require weekly calls. So you can save time and serve your clients better. And secret number 3 is that it actually only takes 10 hours per week to replace your full-time income with coaching. And we have coaches who are proof of that, and we'll show you. So this first secret, it's really important. Like, that's why I put it first. This is the most important thing. So in order for you to become the coach who you want to be and to have the business that you want to have, you have to act as if you're already that person. You need to start making your decisions from a place of being that person. You can no longer be making decisions with your employee mindset if you're an employee. You can no longer be making decisions with a broke mindset if you're broke. You have to be making decisions as a business owner, as somebody who has abundant clients. You have to make your decisions as if. And so the thing is, you have to start thinking, who is the type of person who runs the business that I envision? Are they the type of person who is a leader, who has employees? Are they the type of person who is super attractive to their clients? are, attraction is really important here. You have to think about, who do you have to be to attract your soulmate clients? If you go to every sales call and you feel like you have to close them because, you're like, oh, if I don't make this income, then I'm not going to be able to do this. Or, I have to close this person. And you're coming with that energy of desperation. It's like, is that going to attract in your soulmate clients? And you also have to think about, what sacrifices has the person you want to be made to get to where they are. There's a lot of sacrifices that need to be made. And I love how Bob Proctor says in one of his programs that sacrifice is giving up something of a lower nature to get something of a higher nature. And I really believe that. And for me, I've always been happy to sacrifice money to get back time. So for me, I've hired mentors because they've been able to shorten that timeline for me from where I am to where I want to go. And they've been able to show and model for me who is the type of person that runs the business that I envision. And so I sacrificed the money I invested in them to get time back. I didn't have to go through the hard way and the struggle and all that. I shortened that time horizon. I've hired employees and contractors. So I've given them money. And what ends up happening is I get back my time. I no longer have to do the things that they do. Now, obviously, they have an even bigger effect because not only do I not have to do those things, but oftentimes they do it better than I would anyway. But the thing is, I'm sacrificing some money to get back time. And also, with employees and mentors and even ads, I also end up getting more money because of it. It brings more money into the business. Same thing with eventually running ads. When we run ads, that's something where I invest money and I get back time. And the other thing is on the back end of it, because I get the time back, here's the important thing. It's like I'm sacrificing money to get time. When I get that time back, I'm then able to reallocate that time to higher value things, which then produces more money for me, for my business, for my employees, for everybody involved. And so I just wanted to give you an idea about sacrifice. Sometimes there are sacrifices you're going to have to make in your business. And you want to think about, what are the sacrifices a person you want to be had to make? Because I doubt that the sacrifices they made were really bad lifestyle. It's like, I live a really good life. Kate lives a really good life. We don't sacrifice our lifestyle. If you want to run earn a full-time income working part-time hours, you don't need to sacrifice your lifestyle. You might need to sacrifice a few other things, but you can still live a really good life. You can still live a life like Mary, who we just discussed. So this is a really important thing. You need to step into the identity of that person and step through the fear. And Kate, are you ready for the next step?
Yeah, I would love to lead you guys through a short visualization experience where we can really get you acting as if, okay? So just sit up tall for me. I want you to plant your feet down on the floor. So feel the floor underneath you. All right, I'm going to close my eyes with you because I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. Okay, you're going to take a deep breath in. Big exhale. All right, I want your palms on your legs facing upwards, ready to receive. All right, I want you to feel your feet on the ground. Feel that sturdiness underneath you, that thing that's never going to let you down. That's you. That is where you stand, and that is your strength. Go upwards to your body. Notice your calves and how they feel. Your kneecaps. When was the last time you paid attention to your kneecaps? Keep going all the way up. Your legs, your thighs, your hips, your stomach. Maybe there's some excitement there. The challenge, you know what's going on. You have some excitement in your business. Let that excitement rise up into your heart. Let it trickle down from your shoulders down to your fingertips. Bring it back up all the way from your neck, your chin, your third eye, that place that's right between the middle of your eyebrows and the center of your forehead and up to the crown of your head. Tune back into that place, your third eye. That place right in the middle of your eyebrows, right in the middle of your forehead. and look forward. Use that to look forward into the future. What do you look like as the CEO of your online nutrition business? What are you wearing? What time do you wake up in the morning? What does your morning look like? Do you have breakfast? What is it? How does it taste? What does it smell like? How do you move throughout your day? This is your ideal life. What happens throughout your day? Who do you spend time with? Who do you talk to? What do you look at? What meals do you eat? What time are you done? What time do you go to sleep? What does that before bedtime routine look like? How do your bed sheets feel? How does that pillow feel? What are 3 things that you are so grateful for that are happening in your life for you right now? How does having everything you want and allowing your clients to get everything that they want feel for you? What does abundance look like for you? Now, as you come back into your physical body, open up your eyes, take a deep breath in. Now, when you saw yourself, what you were wearing, how you were acting, how you were speaking, who you were speaking to, what you were eating, what you were smelling, these are all things, what time you wake up, what time you go to sleep. These are all things that you can control in your life right now, that you have the power to tap into at any moment. So when you want to show up as the CEO in your online nutrition coaching business, wear the clothes that you want to wear when you're living your ideal life. Eat the breakfast you want to eat. Smell the smells you want to smell. Have that nighttime routine that you want to have. Talk to the people that you want to talk to. Spend your time in the way you want to spend it. You can act that way right now, and by acting as if, you will call it into your life. Rise up, coach.
Ooh. Amazing, as always, Kate. I think some of y'all might even want to listen back to that at some point, because doing this identity work is really important. It's a really important piece of what we teach our mentorship clients. One of the first homework assignments we give is what, Kate?
Morning routine, morning success routine, getting that mindset dialed in.
Exactly. And visualizing who you need to be, who you want to be, is a huge part of that. And so, this isn't just fluffy stuff that we're throwing in. This is legit what we part of what we teach. This is something that Kate and I have done, this visualization, this acting as if. And so the major key to acting as if is really make those decisions based on your future vision, not your present circumstances. And if you don't have a solid future vision yet, go through that visualization that Kate just did. Take some time to experience what it is that you want to experience in your mind's eye, and then bring it into this world. Act as if. All right. So you ready for secret number 2? Awesome. Well, oops, what's going on here? There we go. Secret number 2. You can provide a VIP service without having weekly hour-long Zoom calls with every client. You can actually provide a better experience to people working less hours. Because here's the thing. Most of your clients, they're busy too. They're also a mom. They're also a busy professional. They're also whatever. They've got a job, hobbies, other things. I have a personal trainer right now, and I hired them over someone else because the other person was like, oh yeah, we're going to have 7 hours of contact time every blah, blah, blah. And they were trying to sell me on how much time I was going to get with them. But the thing is, I didn't see it as a privilege to get time with them. I saw it as a burden, because for me, I wanted to get my result, better at surfing, a little bit less pain in my hip while I'm surfing, in less time. And one person was saying, it's going to, you're going to have to pay me X amount of dollars for this amount of contact time every, week. And then the other guy, the guy who I hired, was like, oh yeah, man, like, sounds like you're pretty busy with work and all that type of stuff. You let me know, how much time do you think you would have to dedicate? And, we can just work around that. And I let him know I could do 3 45-minute sessions of me working out per week. I don't have time for weekly calls, so I'd prefer to just, have some voice messages on WhatsApp if you're cool with that. And he was, and we do it that way. And it's great. I love it. So the thing is, I paid him more money for less time than I would have paid this other person who's like, oh yeah, you get 7 hours of contact time with me, blah, 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 blah. So we want to show you that VIP service can be delivered without weekly calls. So you've probably already read the slide because that's human nature. Read the slide, don't listen to the speaker. But let's ask this question. What's easier for your client? They've got questions now, and they've got to save it until your weekly meeting on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Or they've got questions now and they can ask now and get a response during your office hours. So what's easier for your client? What's easier for you? Not a rhetorical question, serious question. Drop in the chat. We want some feedback. So let us know. Now, next up, same thing. What's easier for your client? What's easier for you? Is it easier for your client to schedule a call with you every week when it's convenient to your schedule, especially if you're side hustling and they have to work around your work schedule and your family schedule and all that? Or is it easier for your client to ask questions when they come up and book in calls when it's necessary to get on a call, not just because it's a new week? And then what's easier for you as a coach? Answering questions when they come up during office hours and booking in calls as needed, or having a call on your calendar every week, whether or not it's needed. And you've got to fit it into your busy schedule. We're getting a lot of obviously easier for both. Easier for both. Awesome. So we'll do one more example here. What's more valuable to your client? Before it was what's easier. What's more valuable to your client? A weekly call scheduled for 30 to 60 minutes. They lose 10 pounds, they clear up brain fog, and they feel more energy. Or voice and video check-ins multiple times each week when it's convenient, and they lose 10 pounds, clear up brain fog, feel more energy. What's more valuable? Same result. But which one would they get more value out of? And then, what's easier for you? So we provide these examples, and everyone's, maybe they're leading questions that I have created, but everybody seems to be on board. This is what we call setting up a win-win. You win because it's easier for you. Less time spent on every single client, but you can provide more value. It's a win because it's easier for your client. It's more valuable for your client. So hopefully secret number 2 is getting you thinking a little bit about how it's going to be possible that you can leave that job while doing this nutrition coaching on the side, or how nutrition coaching on the side is going to help you leave this job. And that brings us to the major key of secret number 2. The value of your coaching is the outcome and emotional experience that your client has with you, the value and the ease at which they make the transformation, not the frequency of communication or other features of your business. And so with that in mind, we're about to show you that it only takes 10 hours to earn a full-time income from nutrition coaching. And there's just some basic math here. This is just proof of that 10 hours to full-time income. If you got a $500 a month program, you got 10 clients, you're earning $5,000 a month. That's about the median income in the US, about $60,000 a year. So this is how the timing breaks down for that. This is how those 10 hours would break down. Remember how I said the easy way is being surgically precise with your time, not wasting any time, focusing on the things that move the needle for your business. And so what we found is it takes about an hour on a client during the week that they sign up. So on the onboarding week for a client, it's about an hour. So let's say you get 1 new client a week. You're going to spend about an hour a week onboarding your clients. And then from there, if you've got 10 clients, you're going to have 9 clients who are on maintenance at about 30 minutes per week. It only takes about 30 minutes of client check-ins to give them a VIP experience per week, as we just showed. And so you're spending about 4.5 hours on your clients who are already cruising. So 10 clients is about 5.5 hours of coaching time if you have all your systems in place and you've got a VIP experience in place. About 5.5 hours of coaching time, and that gives you 4.5 hours of marketing and selling time. Now, here's something really important to note. While you're starting out and you don't have many clients, you need to put more time into marketing and selling. So if you get a client this week, you're going to have 1 hour to onboard them and 9 hours for marketing and selling. And then you get 2 clients and you're going to have an hour to onboard the new one, a half hour to check in on the old one, and you're going to have 8.5 hours of marketing and selling. So can you see how this is like a sliding scale? It's like, as you get more clients, you actually need less clients. You need less time spent on marketing and selling. And so again, that surgical precision in the, let's say 9 hours, 8.5 hours, 7 hours that you're going to be marketing and selling early on is really important. And then the precision with how you are coaching the client and providing that VIP experience is important. But you can see here that even when you hit the 10 client load, to continue growing at that rate, 5.5 hours coaching, 4.5 hours marketing and selling. Does that feel overwhelming? Does that feel easy? If you're in a job right now, can you find 10 extra hours in the week to be able to do these things? Let us know. And, you know, we've talked about it a number of times, but like the major keys with this, with working 10 hours a week, is being surgically precise with your time. I don't know if I put it, I didn't put it on a slide, but, you know, Paul Bailey, I think we might have talked about him a couple of days ago. You know, he was working 10 hours per week outside of his job as a police officer. And he had these like crazy swing shifts that were really hectic. But the thing is, like, Paul was surgically precise with the time. He knew what to do. He went through our mentorship program. He knew where to focus. But the thing is, Paul's also a bit of a wizard with tech, I will admit. You know, that's something that also really helped him. And so he was able to set up the systems, and we teach people how to do this, but Paul knew how to do it. He set up the systems to make it really easy on him to coach his clients and to, you know, make sure that all the marketing happened, even if he was tired, all these things. You know, Paul was surgically precise with his time, and in 10 hours per week as a nutrition coach, he was earning as much as his 40+ hour per week police officer job. So the thing is, you know, if you're spinning your wheels, if you're guessing and second guessing every decision you make in your business, and, you know, you're not being surgically precise with your time, that is the slow lane. You know, spending more time as a coach or on your business, but doing it in a way where you're never taking the right actions, that's slow lane. You may never achieve a full-time income. You may always be working full-time hours at your job and full-time hours on your nutrition coaching business, only to end up burnt out without seeing the success that you want. You know, it really doesn't just take time to grow a business, because growing your business is a skill. You know, most people lack the skill of growing a business, but any skill can be developed with practice. And how do you develop a skill? Well, usually, like, I know for any sport I played, it was like, I got my coach. I said, what can I do to get better? They told me what to do to get better. I went out and did it. And guess what? I got better. So it takes practice, but focus practice. You want to find somebody who can tell you what to do, and you want to get that feedback from them, and you want to go out and practice and improve. So those are the 3 secrets. And now we've covered so much. You know, we've gone over these 4 steps to enroll clients from your personal network. And so now it's on you to go out and enroll those clients and collect testimonials. We know we've taught you this process. We've given you the homework, but we know sales cycles sometimes take more than 1 day, sometimes take more than 5 days. So we know you're still going to be having these calls and enrolling those clients. And now having these tools in your toolkit, knowing these secrets, it's like you've got a chance to turn your passion into your career. You've got an opportunity to create a career for other people, which is a really cool thing. You know, you can prove to others that you can succeed. You know, they may have seen you as, you know, just skating by in life, but now you have the ability to prove to others and to yourself that you can succeed. For those of you who want to retire your significant other, I mean, you can do it working less than 30 hours a week. So, you don't have to now become the one carrying the whole burden of supporting the family and be out of the house like your spouse might be currently. It's like you can do it working less than 30 hours per week from home. And the cool thing is, if you've got a job and you've had to put in for, oh, can I take leave on this day? Well, you no longer have to ask permission. Last time we wanted to take a vacation, I'm really close with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. They live pretty much down the street from us, and we wanted to take a trip, but my sister-in-law couldn't get leave. She couldn't get time off. So, we couldn't take that vacation. Now, you wouldn't have to ask permission, if that's been you. And here's the thing, this is really important. Now, the opportunity that you have, if you grow this business, if you really fully commit, act as if, and you start making this career change, your impact on your clients is going to ripple out and improve thousands of lives for generations to come. It's like, Kate, your favorite client transformation story. It's like, what do you think has changed? What was that story, the hug story? Yeah. And then what do you think has changed for the generations? What's the ripple of impact that you've had?
So the story is that my client came to me overweight and looking to lose weight. And she was a weight loss client. But in our time of working together, the best testimonial that I ever received from her, and I know the one that meant the most to her, was that her son, her young son, I think he was 6 at the time, was able to wrap his arms all the way around his mom for the first time ever in her life. He was 7, for the first time ever in his life, in her life, in their lives. He was able to wrap his arms all the way around her, give her a complete full hug. And her life has just completely changed so much since then. She's had the confidence to find an amazing man. They are getting married and they have a little baby girl on the way. And she can't wait to have that little baby girl wrap her arms all the way around her too.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, these are generational changes that you can make. One of my favorite client stories is I had a client who, when they came to me, they told me, Matt, people with my last name, we'll just use my last name. They're like, Matt, people with the last name Walrath, they just are obese and die of heart disease early. All the men in my family died of heart disease in their 60s. So pretty much resigned themselves to that fate. Now, the thing is, after working together, they finally got to a healthy weight, but a healthy weight being dictated by their doctor was like, whoa, like all of their cardiovascular results came back and they were like, whoa, like you are actually healthy. And from that point forward, this person decided that this is the way that they were going to live their life. And they were going to break that curse of the Walraths die of heart disease in their 60s and the Walraths are obese. And so now they've broken this generational story, this generational curse. And so for generations and generations into the future, that person making that change is going to have an impact, and you can be a part of that story for so many people, which is so important. So a big part of that, like I said, you've got to, is a coach if they don't have clients? So we taught you how to get some clients. You can rinse and repeat this method. This is going to help you do all those things, take the vacations, have the ripple of impact. But come on, let's be real. 5 clients is just the start, but you can also get some additional support here. We want to help you maintain the momentum. And I know 5 days isn't enough to see the full results from the challenge. You're still going to be taking action, enrolling clients. But the thing is, think about the energy we've had during the challenge. You've had Kate and I every single day to interact with. You've had other people within the challenge. There's energy, there's buzz. We know that after the challenge is over, there's, you've been on a high for the last 4 days. And oftentimes after events like this, it, can feel like you're coming down. It can feel like it's harder to continue taking action. So one of the things we want to do is we'll do a Q&A support call tomorrow, and we're going to continue to put some check-in posts over the course of the week so that you've got some accountability. If you message me and I connected you with Samaj, Sean, or anybody else on the team to give you some accountability, you can still get some accountability there. We want to make sure that you're maximizing the opportunity that is represented by going through this challenge and taking action. All right. But we also want to give this gift to you. If you're sick of working for someone else, when you know you could be doing what you love. If you're wondering how do I consistently enroll clients through the online marketing path and not, if I'm going to max out my personal network, how do I continue to grow my network and, find clients? If you're really sick feeling like you just don't know how to use your time, you're like, oh man, I see what you illustrated, Matt, with 10 hours to a full-time income, but I still don't really know what I would do in those 4.5 hours of selling and marketing. Things I've been doing up to this point just don't work. And, if you're sick of like your business systems being really disorganized and, your coaching process takes up so much time, well, we want to help you fix that. So main thing is, it's like, do you believe in yourself enough to take the leap? Do you believe in yourself enough to act as if you are the type of coach who is going to have the business that you want to have? And the thing is, if you do believe in yourself and you do believe that, we can help you, then I've put all hands on deck over the next 2 weeks for business assessment calls where we can help you maintain that momentum. These are 15, 20-minute one-on-one assessment calls, and we're going to help you put together a plan of action for after this challenge. A member of my team can make sure that you know where to focus in your business. What are the other pieces of the puzzle that need to fall into place? They can figure out what is it that you need to do to carry the momentum here. And just like I taught you here, it's like, we're not going to sell you on this call. We are going to serve you on this call. And if you do feel it's appropriate, and after all this, you're just like, you know what, I really want to work with you guys. How do I do it? Cool. Like, we can book you in for like the sales call to discuss whether or not Launchpad, Accelerator, or a high-level mastermind is a good fit for you. But you don't have to go on that call. There's no obligation to get onto that call if you book a business assessment call. We'd actually prefer, if you're not interested, that you don't book in for the next call. You just allow us to serve you. You go out, you do you, and one day if you do decide that you'd like some help from some people that know how to help, then that's when we'd rather you get on that call to explore that option. So, we're not going to force you on a call if it's not the right fit, if it's not the right time, if it's not something you want to do. We're not here to manipulate you. We're here to serve you. But the thing is, like, we also want to make sure when to book the call and when not to. So, if you're just looking for a few tips, you just want to ask like 2 or 3 questions like, oh, what training software should I use? What, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not what these calls are about. These calls are about the bigger picture. These calls are about actually achieving your bigger vision. So it's not about just like a few little tips. It's not for you if you're not serious about going from side hustle to, if you don't want to earn 6 figures, that's all right. Maybe one day you will, but at least going from side hustle to full time, that's what we want. Please don't book in the call and ghost, because we've only got so many spots available. Like right now, I've got all hands on deck, but we've only got 2 people taking calls right now. So, we don't really have the space for you to book in the call and then ghost us. So please only book that call in if you're sure that you can make it. And some of you might be scared by this. Like I said, we're not going to sell you. And I'm not saying you can't get on the call if you're broke. If you're broke, that's fine. We'll help you get not broke. We'll help you on that call figure out where to focus so you can get some clients in the door. But the thing is, this is the operative statement: and unwilling to do what it takes. If you're broke and you're unwilling to do what it takes to not be broke, we can't help you. So don't get on the call. But if you're broke and willing to do what it takes, get on. Get on. We can help you. And the thing is, we're probably going to give you some follow-up trainings or follow-up resources. A member of my team will on this call. So if you're not going to take the time to go through it, if you're going to, get on that call, awesome. 20 minutes isn't going to be enough time to completely coach you, but it will be enough time to assess your business and figure out where we need to focus you. If you're not going to take the time to watch any of those follow-up trainings, please don't get on the call. We need action takers. That's why with a grand prize drawing, there's only a few names on the list of people who took action the whole time. All right. And so if you are serious about going side hustle full time, if you will do whatever it takes to build your dream business, no matter what your financial resources, if you will take action on our advice, watch all of the trainings that we share, it's for you. If you're really just fully sick of that current job you have, if you're sick of your spouse being in a job they hate and bringing bad energy home, and you're ready to live on purpose, you're ready to live on purpose with them and with your family. If you're seeking that freedom that only running your own online business can provide, then get on the call. We can probably help you out, at least point you in the right direction. So you can book in that call here at this URL. You can screenshot it. You can type it in now. Like I said, we've only got 2 people taking calls, so spaces will be a bit limited, and a bunch of people did book in on day 3, so spaces are a bit limited. But if you don't get one of the spots next week or 2 weeks from now, just let us know, because the thing is, we might be able to get you in, on the 3rd week, the next week after that. But yeah, hop on here. Everybody watching right now kind of has a little bit of an advantage over everybody in the UK. I'm sorry if you're watching the replay, but yeah, you should get that call booked in now, because you can kind of skip the queue. And the thing is, like I said, I don't care if you book the call in or not. Like, if it's not the right time, if it's not something you want to do, if you don't feel like you're going to get value out of it, if you didn't get value out of this challenge and you feel like we can't possibly provide you value, I don't care. You don't have to book the call in, but we can't help you if you don't book the call in. And if you want help, like, you just got to click the link and fill out the calendar application. And here's the thing, like, again, I don't make money when you get on the call, so I don't really care that much. I actually pay money for my staff to take the call with you. So please, if you can respect what I said in terms of who the call is for and who it's not, and if it's for you, jump on the call. If not, don't. That'd be great. Because here's the thing, if you're willing to take action, be our next case study, be a slide on one of these trainings one day. I want you on that call. I want you to be a slide on a training. That's a good goal, right? All right. So without further ado, one of you is about to win big. We're going to be doing the grand prize drawing here in just a second, but we got to get the hype machine going. We got to get you excited about what you're about to win. So one of you is about to win the VIP Coach Launchpad. This is a program that's going to help you earn your first $10,000 in 90 days or less. I'm not saying 10,000 a month. I don't like when people say, oh, even a new coach, brand new, you just got your precision nutrition certification. Yeah, our program, no matter what, is going to get you 10,000 a month in 90 days. It takes a little bit longer to build a business, but we know from experience, we can help you earn 10,000 in 90 days. Some people it's more, some people it does end up 10,000 a month, but I think, what do you think? Is 10,000 in 90 days, 3 months to earn $10,000 a reasonable promise? I think so. And the thing is, I think when you see our process, you're going to see how absolutely reasonable it is. So the first phase of the VIP Coach Launchpad is you get to create your monopoly offer with Kate.
Yay!
So you go through this process, where you end up creating an offer where they're like your clients, they don't see any other option to solve their problem in their head. You stop being compared to other nutrition coaches. You stop being compared to Noom or Weight Watchers or any of these other low ticket things. People aren't price shopping your offer against them. You can charge a premium and feel confident about it, and people will still think that they're getting a deal. Kate just celebrated before one of our clients, Heather, who's enrolled 3 people at $1,000 per month, So, and those people probably thought they were getting a deal. And the thing is, when you go through the monopoly offer discovery process, it's actually a lead generation process. And it's also something that helps you know exactly what messages to put in your marketing to attract clients versus always being outbound. Client attraction is really important. And so the support that you get a one-on-one offer call with the offer genius, Kate. And Kate, I'll let you talk about Sudipta, because Sudipta is a great example of someone who the monopoly offer completely changed their business.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you all see me post about her a ton here because she is just killing it in her business. And she was one who, like Matt mentioned early on, the hard way is charging $100 per month and trying to make your business work. And that's really where she was at. And she'd actually raised her prices to $100 per month when she started working with us. So prior to creating that monopoly offer, that's where she was, $100 a month for a 3-month program. And this girl was working her butt off, not sleeping. I mean, just constantly working around the clock, serving clients. Since then, she's consistently raised her rates, and we've created a second offer because she knew that she needed 2 tiers in order to be able to serve clients effectively, deliver a VIP experience where they were getting a transformative result, while also being respectful of her time. She's married. She's got 2 little kids. Her client results are still incredible. Multiple testimonials flow in. She is inbound leads. Like, she's got so many testimonials coming in. She's talking about them all the time. Her leads are like inbound now. She knows exactly what to say in her marketing. She's at a multiple 6-figure run rate in her business. So she's hitting a 5-figure mark consistently, and it's a larger 5-figure mark in her business every single month. And she has since the first month that she started working with us. So Dipta, if you're watching, you know I have such big love for you, and I love being your coach. Thank you.
Amen. And the thing is, every coach who follows this process enrolls at least one high ticket client in their first 14 days. So, when you win this or when you join this, you can expect that you're going to get your first VIP client within 14 days, guaranteed. Pretty much everybody who follows this process. I don't think there's anybody who's done this process to the T and hasn't had this happen. And, we've got plenty of other stories. Luke, he enrolled 14K in his first 14 days from this process. But we want to move on to phase 2. We teach you social compounding, how to shorten that online marketing lead generation growth curve, and consensual selling. So social compounding, this is where we teach you how to grow your audience without ads and start attracting inbound leads, attracting clients. This is where we teach you how to establish authority in your niche and become the go-to every prospect thinks of. And this is where we are going to turn social media into a lead gen machine for you. Even if you don't have an audience yet, we're going to help you grow it really quickly. We're going to end up having a case study coming in the next month, who's somebody who had 0 audience and grew it very quickly and has been enrolling VIP clients left and right. And the thing is, we're also going to teach you how to cycle content strategically to enroll a flood of clients on command. And Kate does a weekly content review call. What is it? Twice, Kate? Twice a week?
Twice.
Yeah, twice a week. Kate reviews your content, gives you tips about how to switch the words up, how to follow the frameworks better, and pretty much coaches you up on how to create better content. And you're never going to feel like this again. You might remember the slide. You're never going to be like, oh, the clients are in the computer. Where? Never again, because of what you're going to learn in that process and through Kate. You're going to have your content planned out way further than a month in advance at this point. Kate's been helping people plan like half the year in 90 minutes. And these promo cycles work really well. You can go watch Colby's testimonial. Colby ended up earning $15,000 from his first promotional cycle. And Yvette, we talked about Yvette, so we'll skip over that, but she enrolled 6 clients in 1 week.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I mean,
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, I wish we had time to go into all these amazing client results, but the other thing is we teach you consensual sales. You might see that for us, we don't like that pushy, scammy, spammy sales. We don't like this weird, like cold DM spam bot, like, hey, join my program. We're going to show you how to get calls booked and sell your VIP coaching offer on the phone with confidence. And so we teach you how to do that. And we also give you support. We have a weekly messaging and value call review. So essentially you can get feedback on the messenger conversations you're having, the DM, the text, the whatever conversations, and these value calls that you're having with people. You can get reviews on how those are going and how you can improve. And we also have a closing coaching call. So when it comes to getting on the sales call and closing or enrolling people into your program, we have another call that is all about coaching you on how to do that better. And so this is like having 2 coaches who are experts in these areas who are going to help you increase your skill in messaging, having better value calls, and closing more of your sales calls. And the last thing, this is what we love, is we show you how to deliver a VIP client experience step by step. We give you the blueprint. So if you've got clients who drop off after 1 to 3 months with you, I used to have that. We show you how we took Beyond Macros from a 3 to 4 month average retention to a 9-month average retention through a VIP experience. We show you how to provide that experience in just 20, 30 minutes per week per client, and an experience that they rave about. And we literally give you this plug and play blueprint that we use for 9 months average retention at $500 a month. Imagine that. Every client that comes into your door is $4,500. So this is a bit blurry, but Lucinda had no organization administratively in her business. She spent tons of time doing repetitive tasks on the back end of her business. She was undercharging for her services. And because of the VIP experience, not only are her clients sticking around a lot longer and she can charge a lot more, but she's actually organized because of the systems she's implemented. And you can go see her case study as well. She earns a full-time income working part-time hours. She doesn't want to work full-time hours. So that's the VIP Coach Launchpad. That's what we're going to do the drawing for. We also have a program called the VIP Coach Accelerator, and there's one more at a bit higher level. But the accelerator, this one's about going from side hustle to 6 figures in 6 months. This is the one where when you go through this program, you're not going to have a job anymore. And it's really not for everybody. We recommend a good amount of people start with Launchpad. But the thing is, with a Launchpad, that's where we help you get that first 10,000 in. You have that reliable lead gen. You have client fulfillment on point through the VIP experience. You're getting a lot better at sales. It puts you in that position to join Accelerator if you want. The Accelerator is literally everything you need to build that sustainable 6-figure business, working part-time hours, where you start employing other people. It's an awesome program. It's an awesome program. And the thing is, 60% of our current Accelerator clients are positive on their return on investment within the first 3 months. It's a 6-month program, but most of them, 60%, return their investment within the first 3 months. So it's a really powerful program. And if you are the Launchpad winner, you can apply your tuition from Launchpad as a credit to Accelerator, which is pretty cool as well. So drum roll, please. And the grand prize winner, we're going to do a little drawing. Kate, do you have your bubbly?
I have my water jug.
Awesome. You have your water jug. I have a bubbly of kombucha because it is Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So it's not exactly alcohol time. I also don't drink alcohol, so it's never alcohol time. But anyways, what we've got here, the way that I've done this is our admin team went through and looked at everybody who followed the instructions for how to win the grand prize. There's only 30 of you. So that means that whoever followed all the instructions, you've got a really good chance right now. Just to make it really clear, what we've done is we've created a cumulative point total. And so I'm going to draw a random number from 1 to 397. And whoever has that number in their cumulative point total is going to be the grand prize winner. So here we go. 1 to 397. Drum roll, please. Generate. 207. All right. Let's see who it is. 103, 183 to 236. Oh my goodness. So we got up to 103, up to 183, up to, Jordan Fisher. Jordan Fisher. He is in the UK, so he is not live, but let us toast to you, buddy, because you are our newest VIP Coach Launchpad client. I'm so excited to work with you, man. Here's to you. Awesome. That's so exciting. So exciting. Yeah, I had a little chat with Jordan before the challenge, and after hearing his story, I'm really excited to work with him. So everybody, thanks for showing up for yourself. Like I said, we're going to be doing a Q&A call tomorrow. We're going to be doing some check-in posts each day over the next week in the online nutrition coach community. So we're still going to be supporting the challenge. We're not going to have these live daily classes after tomorrow, but you've still got plenty of opportunities to get support. You can chat with me. You can chat with someone on my team. You can book in your business assessment call at the link here. And then you can make sure that you're checking in and getting that accountability all posted in the announcements every day, a little accountability thread. And of course, if you're new to the group, we do a live class every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's not like this is a pop-up group and it disappears. We continue to bring you that hard fire all the time. So we hope you've had an amazing experience in the Client Launchpad Challenge. If you have, another place that would be so awesome for you to talk about it is actually in the Fit Pro Mentorship Review Facebook group, AJ Morton's group. We'll probably run this challenge again at some point, and it would be really nice for people to know what they're getting themselves into. So if you want to leave an honest review about your experience in Fit Pro Mentorship Review, we would really appreciate it. Obviously, I just did the grand prize drawing, so I can't give you more points for it. But let's say you were at like 20 points or 40 points. maybe you were at 90 points and you were just ever so close to getting the next prize level. Because at 30 points, we gave you the Online Nutrition Coach Condensed certification free. At 50 points, we gave you the Social Media Masterclass free. And then at 100 plus points, we gave you the coaching call free, which reminds me, Achint, I think you're the only person. So you're about to get a 2-on-1 call with Kate and I, unless Ravija comes up with, some more points. But either way, we're so excited for all of you. We know that you're going to be able to continue the momentum from the challenge. You just got to stay engaged. Keep us updated. We really want to know how this goes for you. We want to celebrate you when you enroll clients. Let us know. If there's anything we can do, you know where to find us. Now, Kate, do you want to leave us with some amazing closing statements, as you always do?
I just want to thank you so much for being here, for participating. And look, like we gave you what you can do, a strategy that you can rinse and repeat to continue to bring more clients in your door and transform their lives, and then transform your own and live that life of your dreams. So it's going to start right now with you taking action, right? And that first action, I mean, you've been taking action all week, but one that you can do right now, act as if. What are you going to wear? What does the you that like has the life of your dreams wear? Put those clothes on tomorrow morning when you wake up, or if it's already tomorrow your time, just get changed now. Like act as if, put those clothes on, make that breakfast, smell those smells, hold those feelings in your heart, act as if, and you will bring it in. Stay here, book the calls that we're offering you, where we're just here to serve you, to find out how and where we can direct you to get the most out of your life, to grow your business to where it needs to be, to have that business that supports the lifestyle of your dreams. Just do it, coach. Rise up. You've come this far already. Keep it going. Don't let the momentum die. Keep it going. Stay here. Let us know how we can support you. And I hope that we see so many of you in our mentorship. But you know what? Keep celebrating here because we love to see you win.
Cheers, y'all. Peace out. See you in a few days. Well, sorry. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same time, same room.
Peace out.